We're so glad that you can join us once again on Healthy Living with Mila. We're here to bring you the tips and tricks to living a fit and healthy lifestyle. I'm your very own personal trainer, Mila.
And I'm Miro. For those of you who missed out last week on Healthy Living with Mila, we talked to you about what it really means to be a woman. Mila highlighted the importance of women being impactful aspect of building a stronger community. Mila whipped up a delicious and healthy chicken wrap. For those of you who are always on the go, that will be a great recipe for you. We interviewed some women in our community who have successfully managed their family and juggled their jobs while staying in shape.
Thank you, Meru. Last week we talked about the woman's health and fitness and how important it is to maintain their fitness as a woman. Today, we are going to bring you the children's health and fitness. When most adults think about exercise, the first thing that they think of is the gym, where they can use the treadmill for walking, jogging, and running, and also weightlifting. But when children think about exercise, they think about playing and just being physically active. The children will exercise or can exercise during the physical education class at the school and also during recess time and after school. They also exercise when they play golf, I should say, soccer, basketball, or they do swimming. And, you know, the casual tug of war, all those kind of exercise is all about playing for the children.
The changes and exposures a child experiences while growing up determines the foundation of their social development and well-being.
That is right, Miro. A positive start in life helps children reach their full potential as adults.
By the way, Mila, playing and interaction with adult children encourages a higher potential in early development and growing up. From fantasy to rough and tumble are crucial in children's growth. Everyone can benefit from regular exercise. Children who are active will have stronger muscles and bones, have leaner body because exercise helps control body fat, be less likely to become overweight, decrease the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, lower blood pressure and blood cholesterol levels, have a better outlook on life, have active mental capacity to study, prevent from getting seasonal sickness.
The three elements. If you watch the children on the playground, you will see the three elements in action. When they are playing soccer.
Endurance.
Yes. Cross the monkey bars.
Strength.
That's right. When they bend down to tie their shoes. Their
Flexibility.
shoelace. That is right. Parents should encourage their children to have an active life, to be able to build up the three elements while the children are growing. Remember the three elements: to increase endurance, increase their strength, and also flexibility. And now, we are going to see you on the playground. You watch the three elements of fitness in action. Come, Yumi exercise. These are my lovely, fun-loving children in Gerehu Primary School. Come on, guys. So anyway, I would like to introduce to you my co-host who's going to assist me today, Ariman.
Hi guys.
And Sunny.
Hi guys.
To assist me to play games with my loving Gerehu Primary School student. Healthy living with Mila.
Well, today we're going to focus on games that encourage interaction and allow multiple people to play together. For example, Duck Duck Goose. The children sit in a circle and the person, who is the goose, goes around a circle touching the people's head consecutively chanting duck, duck, duck until he touches the person and makes them the goose. And then they run around in a full circle until they make it back, and if they get touched, the new person becomes the goose and the game continues on. Our next game that we're going to do is musical statues. All we need for this game is a whole lot of music. Everyone dance! And freeze! And that's the game. If you don't freeze when the music is paused, you're out, and that's the game. Hit it. And freeze! Our next game is
Ball tag. This game allows children to run around and use their arms and legs to dodge the ball. The opponent with the tag ball is not allowed to move. They stand in one spot and throw the ball at the other players. Once they have been hit by the ball, they have been tagged. And it's your turn to throw the ball at someone else.
now you can get all your good quality bats, balls and sporting equipment from your #1 trophy house.
Make sure to always rehydrate. Drink Tutuwara, which is proudly sponsored by Paradise Beverages. And keep your energy up with Queen Emma's dark chocolate, which is 75% cocoa.
Hi, my name is Robin Talopa. I'm the sports master of Gerehu Primary School. And thank you, Mila and the MTB crew for coming to my school, especially to promote healthy living. We mostly promote sports.
Yes.
Because sports is one part of them, for them to lead towards healthy living, which is very good. And I appreciate and acknowledge your team, you and the team for coming to my school to give us that hope that we want to live a healthy life, because we are the leaders of tomorrow and we are the leaders of Papua New Guinea. So thank you once again for coming to my school.
Thank you.
Healthy living with Mila.
As we come back on Healthy Living with Mila, we'll have new guest chef Darcy Miguel cooking us a yummalicious chicken soup. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Mila. Today, we are going to introduce to you our guest chef, Darcy Miguel from Chow Masters Restaurants and Catering Company. Darcy,
Hi, Tito.
welcome to our show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What are you going to prepare for us?
Well, today I will be preparing a dish called tinola. It is very popular in the household, Filipino household.
Yes?
And I will be showing you my version of it.
Wow, I can't wait for it. Now, before we are going to start this, can you please give us your background, why you became a chef?
Well, actually, my mother, she loves to cook. Although she's not a professional chef, for me, she is the best chef in the world. So she has taught me a lot since I was a kid. So it's probably why I went to school and graduated and got a degree because of her. In Tagalog, we actually call this chicken tinola.
Yes.
but when you translate it in English, it's simply chicken ginger soup. All the ingredients in here, olga taman by panim lo backside lo house blue tasol. Sampla ginger na about, sampla lemongrass na about, green popo, disla popo em mawi at tumaso. Na disla moringa leaves. Moringa leaves, all mansa, painim lo garin tasol, all hapblo, all bush na about. It's everywhere, anywhere in Port Moresby, anywhere in around the country, anywhere where it's tropical.
Yes.
Everything, moringa leaves is always there. The lemongrass, well, actually, a lot of people know where to get the lemongrass around here, especially in the local markets. Lemongrass is actually good for anemia also. It's actually good for...
it has a folic acid content.
Yes, and you can also
That's
use it
interesting.
as a tea also, because lemongrass helps you take care of any unwanted bacteria in your throat.
That sounds like it has a probiotic content as well.
Yes.
Yes. And then the chicken is our protein, right?
Yes.
Now, let's go with the green pawpaw. It has high content of these active ingredients that is good for anti-inflammatory and also to clean the digestive system, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The good thing about the papaya is when it's digested, it can clean your intestinal tract and at the same time regulate your bowel movements.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, most of the herbalists and also the naturopath always recommend people who are suffering from constipation, they eat at least half a cup of ripe pawpaw
Yes.
in the morning, and that will help to regulate their bowel movement.
Yes.
Yes, let's start the game.
First off, we're going to start with turning on the wok. Then maybe 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil.
Yep, don't forget all these ingredients that we have here. It's all from TST Supermarket. If you are a budget conscious family, and it is really good to buy at TST Supermarket for miles.
All right, now we've heated up the oil.
Yes.
We have to start with the ginger first. We put in the ginger, wait for it to heat up a bit and to brown a bit. Now we're going to put in the garlic. We've got maybe around 5 or 6 cloves of garlic around here. Then we wait everything to brown up so that we can put in the chicken. Well, for me, browning up the garlic would be the best infuser for this ingredients because there's nothing better than that sort of smoky flavor to an ingredient.
Yes. Chef Darcy just put the chicken where we got it from Starland Meat Shop. All the fresh meat, you can avail it from that shop. And also all these fresh vegetables, TST Supermarket at 4 miles. Don't forget, if you are a conscious budget buyer, TST and Starland.
As you can see, Tita, we have browned the ingredients, especially the ginger
Yes.
and the garlic. At the moment, I want to put in the fish sauce to give it much more flavor. Maybe put around 50 to 60 mLs of fish sauce. It's got a lot of flavor in it, so
Yes.
I think it will infuse well with the chicken.
Yes.
And then over here we've got the onions. I like to put my onions
On the last.
right at the end before I put in the chicken stock.
And why is that?
Because if you brown the onions, it won't give you that sort of like sharp flavor, the sharp
okay.
flavor to the chicken. So I like to put it right after everything has been browned already before I put in the chicken stock. Now it's time to put in the chicken stock. The chicken is starting to boil now. So what I'm gonna do is put in the chicken stock. This is roughly 1.5 liters of chicken stock. So you may wanna put more if you want more soup in it. Now I'm gonna put in the lemongrass and a little bit of pepper, maybe 2 or 3 pinches of pepper.
And don't forget, the pepper, it's all from Paradise Spices.
You also have to remember that when you put in the chicken stock, you have to put in the green papaya, the pawpaw. Disla papaya, you pla by lukim lo silo 3 tasol disla mauya. So by pilim tasol rausim disla skin blongem na putim slice osem. Pawpaw is also used as a tenderizer also. I'm sure when you put it in the tinola, the chicken will go really tender. Well, after all this, after putting in the pawpaw, you have to cover it. Wait for it to cook and simmer. The chicken is already cooked through.
Yes.
The papaya is cooked through. So
Uh-huh.
now by walking, bampla puti moringa leaves go inside now. We've turned off the stove already. And then all we gotta do is just put in the moringa leaves,
Spread it around.
spread it around,
Yes.
and then maybe mix it a bit. Just wait for the heat the natural heat. You don't have to turn it on for the moringa leaves to start cooking. Just wait for it, and then maybe around 5 to 6 minutes after you've cooked everything, then you can take it out and then serve it.
Parents, this menu type of food is great for children's bones, great for children's muscle, great for the brain.
Especially with the moringa leaves, they actually help you recuperate.
Yes.
It helps your body recuperate from any damages that they have.
Exactly,
through.
exactly.
As you can see, the moringa leaves are already translucent, so you can tell that it's ready already. So just put it in the bowl. Maybe get 2 or 3 pieces per person. Get some papaya in there, and then the
More
soup.
of the soup.
More of the soup.
We are aware that there are children there who doesn't like vegetables, especially the green veggies. The main thing is that there is a soup that they can eat with their rice, and that soup has an excellent, full, balanced nutrients that the children needs. And then just a bit of a chicken, complete meal for the kids. Thank you, Chef Darcy, for giving us this fabulous food. That ends Cooking Healthy with Mila. Don't forget all these ingredients, the recipe itself. You can see that on our screen right now and also on our Facebook, Healthy Living with Mila. See you later. Welcome back to Healthy Tips with Mila.
For those of you who have just joined us, we discuss on enabling your child to do physical activity which are vital. It is crucial to incite intellectual activities and try to discourage them playing computer games.
Instead of playing computer, being sedentary, you encourage the children to play table games like chess, building blocks, Scrabble. This is proven to enhance mental alertness, great reasoning, and increase confidence. Getting your children accustomed to play board games, it will increase their interactive response, such as taking turns. This is one of the first things you'll learn about playing games. That there are times when you get to act and times when you wait. Drawing cards, moving bits around on the board, grabbing the dice. Math skills. This encompasses basic skills, adding pips on dice, tallying up scores, and more complex ideas, evaluating probabilities, keeping track of modifiers in sentinels of the multiverse.
There are all sorts of benefits to exercising your brain when you are older. But hey, that doesn't mean you shouldn't start young. Playing game is a great way to keep your mind flexible and active. Making tough choices. After your kids understand that actions have consequences, the next step is the ability to make difficult decisions.
Cooperative games are common, which is particularly important to the parents. We have to cut that old age dilemma. Do I go easy on my kids or do I teach them how to handle being a loser? Board game is all about cooperation. It's work, boom, one time.
Well, there you have it, folks. That's all we have for today. Join us next week as Mila will talk more about men's health.
Yes, that's right. There will be more to come. Next week, Chef Darcy Miguel will join us with his healthy meal. Brahmahuta, healthy living with Mila. Healthy cooking, healthy.
I don't know why I'm finding that part really hard to say.
Health and fitness. The
Healthy Living with Mila, proudly sponsored by Paradise Beverages, TST Barocco, and Trophy House, and proudly supported by Laguna Hotel.